We're in pleasantries right now. Currently, at the moment, pleasantries running. Pleasantries is in progress at the moment. Yeah. I don't know if you want to.
Pleasantries.
Oh, it's so pleasant.
So you guys are really excited for pleasantries.
Oh my god, it's so
pleasantries.
pleasant.
So how do you guys want to start?
Hey guys, welcome to episode 20.
Yes, we just did 19.
Look, man, I'm not paying attention
He's
to
not
this
counting.
shit. I'm just here to have a good time, bring up stupid conversation, and talk about the firmament for 6 hours, you know?
Look, he can only count to the amount that's on his hands.
I can only count
He has more than 20 appendages that he can count.
I have more than 20 appendages? Where?
Phalanges.
Well, we're reaching the limit then.
No, he said more than 20.
Oh.
So there's 5, right? On your, one of your legs.
Yeah.
There's 5 on one of your legs, right? And then there's 5 on one of your hands. There's 5 on one of your other hands. That's 20. And then you got a thing in between your legs.
Does that count as a phalange? I don't think it does. I don't think it counts as a phalange.
No.
Now it has bone in it.
It doesn't, though.
It has bone in a joint. Trust.
Can we please eat the bulldog mignon? I'm kind of excited about this. I want to try this.
As our first bit, we got the spicy Korean noodles because this is to test Eric's spice limit.
Yeah, in my asshole, too. But as
the
if you
asshole's
heard,
already fucked up. As is.
If you heard last episode, which you should go listen to it. It was good.
Yeah, this is a joint effort too, because this is way back to fucking in a day when I said I have a inflammable
asshole.
fucking asshole.
Yeah,
I'm gonna also test that along with Eric. It's a good time.
I'm just gonna die.
Josh just hates himself, so that's why he's here.
Do you not have like a good spice tolerance and an asshole tolerance?
I don't have a good asshole tolerance. This is just spicy. For me.
Oh, fair enough. All right, so we're just going into it.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Especially since it's dry.
Hold on. Do we want to really explain what fucking thing? Because we never said what this is. This is spicy Korean noodles.
Yeah.
Bulldog mignon.
Yeah,
right?
he
That's
keeps
how I
saying
say it,
the
right?
name.
Bulldog mignon.
Yeah, but if people don't know what that is, they won't know what the fuck
Well,
we're doing.
Eric's
Just look it up.
Eric's
It's
gonna put a
bulldog
picture on
mignon.
Instagram right here.
It's noodles, spicy, hot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is spicy.
No, yeah.
That's spicy.
No, yeah, it's pretty spicy. We got like the spicier one too.
We got the spiciest
This is the spicier one.
Yeah, this is
a
the
2
2 times
times.
chicken flavor.
I think if you guys got the regular one, this would be like pleasant. Like I would probably actually just like
The
like
regular
this.
one's is pretty decent for me. I've had this one before. It's gonna fucking murder me.
I like this one. So we're just eating noodles.
Well, let's see our topics.
What did you expect?
Yeah. We're
I
just
mean,
gonna
that
be
was
eating
the
this
whole
in
point.
background. Let me see some topics that we have.
Oh, he's dying.
I keep swallowing it wrong.
Did we talk about you becoming a fedora guy?
Oh, I'm gonna put
It's
this
kinda
down so I
cringe,
can
man.
speak. So I was saying that I'm a fedora
Spice.
type guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm into like that jazz, like Michael Bublé type music,
Okay.
and I just thought that was really funny. To fuck, yeah, that's hot.
What do you think I haven't eaten it yet?
Well, the thing is, it's like not like a
It's singeing. It's a singeing heat.
yeah, it's that kind of.
Let me go and grab everyone a cup of milk. Be right back.
Just yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew it was gonna be pretty bad. I was like,
What? I thought this was gonna be like an enchiloso type.
No, no.
This is like it just burns. This hurts. Like this
no,
sucks.
yeah.
Yeah, this is
That's
not...
why I asked Jade if he wants to split one.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that it was gonna be this type.
Yeah, we're gonna be dying for like this whole episode.
And it's
man.
also like it's burning your mouth kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like my lips are all fucked too. My lips are like
no,
on
yeah,
fire.
no, yeah.
Like I'm chilling. The rest of me, I'm chilling now.
It's gonna be just your mouth, man. Inside, you'll probably be chilling until it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Both
Just-
lips are gonna hurt.
Just your mouth sounds like a fantastic porn film title. Are you good? You swishing around some liquid? I wish you would swish me around like that.
He swish around and cum in his mouth.
All right, now swallow.
Oh, I that wasn't because you told me to. I was already swallowing.
Okay, I should start eating it too. It just coats your mouth.
Yeah, it just coats
Having
your
a good
mouth.
time
on
with
it.
it, Josh?
I'm salivating a lot because of it.
Yeah.
You know what this
It
is?
just like puts like a thin layer of just spice all around it.
You know what this feels like, guys? This spicy noodles episode really feels like our version of the icy hot episode.
We should do our own version of the icy hot.
We're repenting for our racist episode last episode.
Yeah, this is
For our most offensive
self-punishment.
episode last.
You know how if you swear, your parents make you like wash your mouth out with soap?
And I never got that. I was like,
Us being racist is now us trying to burn our mouth.
oh, some of my gums.
Every time that like I got punished for anything, I
Yeah.
either got smacked the shit out of, or I had
got
to
belted.
write thousands of sentences.
I
Did
never
you guys
did
ever
that.
have that?
I got belted, but not the
Fuck,
writing
dude.
part.
I got both. My mom
Yeah.
used to make me write like fucking like a whole almost those like insane fucking like characters in like movies or whatnot that writes like sentences over and over again, like the possessed dudes
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
horror movie, that if you walk in their room, like the entire closet is just full of writing.
Yeah.
That's what my mom makes me do. Like my stepmom would make me write like 300 sentences of a thing that I did
my
wrong.
God.
And
No,
I would
mine
just
was in the
fucking,
thousands, my guy.
Yeah?
Mine was in the thousands.
I was in the thousands for forgetting Chinese characters.
There was one time where, so me and my parents, or me and my stepmom specifically, my dad
Oh,
kind of did
no.
it out of extension.
Yeah,
Where you good?
Comes back up.
Here, you want this?
I'm not gonna throw up. I'm not
I'm
gonna throw
not
up.
saying you are gonna, but I'm just gonna put this plastic bag right between the two of us. Easier
All right.
access for me to throw trash away, but
Very good.
also
Yeah, no, I'm
Just
done.
in
I'm not
case.
gonna finish that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't. Well, because I want to be able to talk. If we were just doing this outside of the episode, or if this was a supplemental,
If this was a
I would-
sausage talk, perfect.
yeah.
No.
Like if we didn't have to talk, like I would do it. But this is like an actual episode. What were we just talking about?
Punishments.
Oh yeah, punishments. I was saying my parents thought I broke like a shelf on like at somebody like some random person's house. It was like a towel thing where you hang like a towel, and it had broke. I didn't know that it was broken. It kind of just broke. But I was like the last one in the bathroom, and I didn't see it happen. It happened like after I had left. My parents thought that I had did it, and so they were pissed. So they had me write like I think it was 5,000 sentences on how I'm not going to like break like other people like strangers stuff and like lie about it.
that's amazing.
And I was specifically trying to go hang out with my cousins because it was like they're twins, so it was their birthdays. But I was trying to go to that, but they were like, you have to finish these 5,000 sentences before you can go to like this party or whatever. And I was like, I'm on sentence 50. Like I'm not gonna finish this today because I had like a day to do it. And they were like, well, that sucks. You're not going. And I was pissed. I've held that grudge ever since.
I think the longest grudge I held was against a OPE teacher that I had when I was in elementary school. What happened was that she had like fans on in the classroom,
Okay.
and I was getting
This
really
sounds
cold.
Really petty.
Huh?
This sounds very petty.
No. Trust me. It's as a kid, this is a big fucking deal, right? So I was really cold, and I was like, "Hey, I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, can you please turn off the fans in the classroom? Because I'm really cold. I'm dying here." And I had a short sleeve on, and I was so cold that I put my arms inside of my shirt to try to keep warm, and I was shivering. But because the way that I went up to her looked stupid as fuck, she thought I was just fucking around. So she was like, "No, fuck off. Go sit back over there." Because like I was like, and
You
then
look like the swimmer.
yeah, I looked like I had no fucking arms.
He was the haired version.
Right. And then I got sick the day after and didn't go to school for like 2 days. I had like a fever.
Oh, bro.
And it was as a kid, or like obviously now is whatever, but as a kid, that was a shit time, right? I didn't even get to go to school to meet my friends. And I think I hated that teacher until like the 3rd grade, and then she got fired because she was a shit fucking teacher.
I think I potentially got a teacher fired.
Did you sex them?
No. No, ain't nobody wanted to sex this teacher.
Oh no.
But I think
Was it Brother Thomas at the Christian school?
no. No.
That's oddly specific. You all right there, Josh?
No.
She was like a let me try to remember this.
Yeah, please do. Dun,
Um,
dun, 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 dun.
It was like she was a chemistry teacher at
Okay.
my high school.
Yeah.
And she was just a really bad teacher in the sense where like everybody was pretty much like failing like her class. Not like failing, but they weren't like excelling. They weren't like in the AB range.
Word?
Sorry? Word? What the fuck
Go.
just happened?
Just go.
No,
Just
no,
go.
no, no, no.
It's over.
I stopped the
it's
entire
over.
flow.
No, it's
No,
over.
no. Give me the fuck. What the fuck did you just say?
I threw a ball and it just didn't. It
Well,
fucking didn't
let
bounce.
me at least know what you missed. You know, what did you say?
I said word.
Oh, you actually said word.
I thought you said bird.
No, I said word.
Where were you trying to go with that?
You know when you said word,
Like
as in
word.
like you know,
When did I say word?
No,
No.
like he agrees with you, like word. Yeah.
Oh,
like-
okay.
it's because you said. Holy fucking
Wow.
shit! All right, here we go.
Yeah, just go over it. It
No.
doesn't matter.
Go
All right,
ahead.
no,
Go
I
ahead.
got you guys. So remember when you said that nobody excelled in her class? I said word
Oh my god!
because it was a Microsoft Office pun.
That's this terrible fucking joke. I
Thank
do this podcast with you.
Thank you for stopping the entire podcast to pick this apart. I appreciate it.
Holy shit, dude!
I feel like my explanation was better, honestly.
I thought it was like, yeah, word, like, word, word.
No, yeah, that is exactly what it is.
No, but
No.
your joke
It's a-
was that it's a Microsoft thing, not like, yeah, word. You know how
It
like
could be two things at once. I
No.
was trying to do two things at once. That's why I said word is respond to that so that it wouldn't stop the entire thing of the podcast. Instead of me making a pun, I'm agreeing with you
Is
and
it-
also making a pun at the same
what were you
time.
agreeing with? That nobody passed the class for a thing you weren't even there for?
That she's a bad teacher.
Just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Please. We have to move on.
What the fuck?
I don't know, man. So this teacher sucks
That
ass
threw
because
me
no
off.
one's,
Yeah.
everyone has like a C or below.
So everybody had like a C or below, right? Nobody was really excelling at her class. I was one of her better students and I only had a C, right? And my parents were like, if they were like any race, they were probably the closest to Chinese out of the races they were because
What?
they were like, you have to have A's and B's in everything. I got
Wait,
grounded.
go back. What the fuck was that sentence?
Like if they were any other race, like if they were close to any other race than the ones they were, they'd be close to Chinese because they wanted me to have like straight A's in all my classes.
They were strict with this grade.
They were strict with my grades.
okay, cool.
I specifically I got grounded for that specific class for having a C in that class, and I was telling my parents, I was like, look, I have one of the best grades in that class. Like C is the best.
What
you know
grade
what I mean?
was this?
This was like sophomore year, maybe, or something like that. I think.
There's usually curves. That's dumb.
Well, she didn't
Yeah.
have that. So like I had the closest to like the best grade in the class. I was like top 5, I think.
Mm.
And it was a C.
Like
My
if no one's passing, you should have a curve at that point.
Exactly. But like she didn't do the curve. Cat?
No.
Fuck, I thought that was a cat. That's just my arm, I guess. But my
Hold on,
parents
Okay, go. It's for me editing.
I'm just gonna make all the stops that you make as exaggerated as possible.
You notice how when you said they're the closest race to Chinese or whatever the fuck you just said, right?
I worded
and
that
I
terribly.
didn't understand that and you worded terribly. You
Yeah.
notice how I just let that go and we moved on as soon as I understand it?
No,
right?
but you had me
that's how we're
re-explain it.
Well, yeah, but I didn't fucking
Right.
just stop the entire podcast to be like, huh? What? Can you explain that one more time?
But
This
you
is just
did.
Totally me
We
being-
did. We had
But
to
you
explain
did.
it to you.
Yeah, I had to explain it to you. It's the same thing.
on,
I'm just
move
more
on.
dramatic
Please,
with it,
Please,
which I'm totally
no, go,
cool
go,
with.
Move on. I can't believe this is happening. This is the worst episode. This is
you-
the worst fucking
You stopped
episode
it
I have
again.
ever
You stopped
recorded.
it again. So
Please.
I complained to my parents about it, or like they grounded me. They ended up like switching my iPhone for a flip phone. Like it just kept being a thing. Like I just like no matter how hard I studied, I would study with my parents and everything, and they would like go over all my homework with me, do all my projects with me, and that was like the highest I could get, you know, because like the tests were really hard, the quizzes were really hard.
I feel like if they're helping you study at that point, and then they're seeing like consistent results, they should like understand at that point. Be like, oh, it's not his fault anymore. It's actually the teacher.
They didn't see
Yeah.
it that way. Well,
Yeah.
they eventually saw it that way, right?
It was, like, way too late.
But it was like, I mean, they had grounded me for months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like towards the finals, like the finals for that class, you know, of the first semester, because they saw like I did my best. I studied for weeks for like the final exam or what, like that first semester exam. So they like studied with me for all that time. Still, like I ended that class with a C. Same thing happened like that. Like after I think the exam of the first semester, that was when I like got like seriously grounded. Where like they switched out my phone and everything. And like the second semester, like they like went even harder on it, and they were trying to really get me to do better in that class. And I just kept giving that excuse. I was like, I'm doing my best. This is all I got. Like,
don't you get your test back?
I think if I did, we like would go over it in class, and I think she would probably take him back or something. I don't know.
I hate when teachers do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like she was a really shit teacher. Like it was just
like give it back to them to review at least, so then
exactly
they can prepare for another way.
And I'm not like trying to like suck my own dick here, but like people would like copy my homework and my tests to get a better grade in there, and still everybody was getting like shit scores, and so my parents were just like kept like harassing me about it, and I was like, look, like I the teacher is just not really like great of a teacher. She's kind of a bitch for like X, Y, and Z reasons. My parents were like, okay, cool, well let's call a teacher then, and I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know about all that, but then they're like, okay, well then you're lying to us. And I'm like, I mean, okay, sure. You want to talk to the teacher? Go talk to the teacher. I don't know what happened there. The rest of the semester like kind of went by. They like kind of eased up like for like they not really, but like they eased up a little bit. They let me go do stuff. And then like the year after she was fired. And so I was like, I don't know if that was me like getting that teacher fired or whatever, but
it's
like
probably that and like all the students just failing because they have to have like certain amount of students actually pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how the system works. Usually.
Yeah. So I think it was like something along the lines of that where
they probably had like a shit ton of parents complain too.
Yeah. And she had been a teacher there for, I don't know if she was there for a while or whatever, but sorry, Mrs. I mean, you were
avocado.
Yeah, pretty much. No, she was a fucking teacher. Like she was nice, but she was a terrible teacher.
I mean, we already established last episode that being nice doesn't excuse poor performance. So.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean,
that was cool. A few episodes ago.
Yeah, it was a couple episodes ago.
No, last episode. I'm sorry, the last
you were
episode.
Racist last episode.
Yeah, we were racist last episode.
We sure were
blatantly
racist.
Racist. I just want everyone to know that we don't actually believe any of the things that we say. We just think it's funny.
Wait, we don't?
Well, we weren't supposed to like actually let people know that.
Yeah. I don't hate
like privately. I own 3 people.
Whoa.
Yeah, so what? I have a few people in the attic. So
yeah. Sam's dad is up there. It's fine.
No. And we're back.
So. I like to believe this house is fucking haunted because of that.
I actually had a moment. I think it was yesterday when you guys were all gone.
I had one last night.
So when you guys were gone yesterday, I was here and I heard like.
Yeah. I heard that same thing like a few nights ago too.
Yeah.
But it like ran across the fucking roof. I was like,
yeah?
What the fuck was that?
Well, so what it might be is the cats because they are on the roof all the time.
They are.
I had like, I was probably butter then. Because I had snack and...
Well, the thing is there's an attic between there and the actual roof. We probably wouldn't be hearing that because there's all that space in between.
Yeah.
And all the insulation and stuff between the ceiling and the roof would probably prevent that sound from coming out.
Unless we have straight up just rats or raccoon up there, which is also possible.
It's way too heavy.
That's a huge fucking whatever it is,
Well, I mean, I stuck my head up at the attic. I haven't been decapitated yet, so maybe the haunting is not as bad.
Well, maybe it's a little leprechaun, my guy.
We have little people up there.
Yo. Wait, Jay, can you make that a sound bit? We'll make that a censor for something. I'll try
my best for that.
If I ever know a dwarf or like a midget, and if I like ever like name them, like that's the sound we use for them.
Wait, I have an idea. Can we make that the sound of?
I'm using the Let's Play.
Can we make that the censor sound for anyone from Joshua's private life that he like brings up?
What?
I thought you were to save anybody that has a height less than something. I was like,
that would also be good.
People under 5 feet.
Anyone under 5 feet.
We censor people by height. Oh, that'd be hella funny. But yeah, no,
I don't know what it is.
I've specifically. It's heavy. It's not like it might not be like a whole person, I mean,
So
but
like
it
a midget.
sounds that's what I'm saying. It might be like a little small person, but like I can see how it might not be a whole dude.
What if there's a midget frogging in our attic?
I could see that. That's where our string cheese is going. I'm just kidding.
Remember when I told you guys that one of my fear is one of my accidental. No, it's not accidental. But one of my fear is that someone is living
frogging?
in the same space as I am, and then like maybe through a security camera, you just see us go into our room, and then some dude just fucking open up a ceiling panel and drops down and start taking our food and shit. If we actually have a midget frogger and I see a footage like that, I don't know if I would be scared or I would laugh. It's like, on the one hand, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's like a
midget
pair of little legs dropping down into the wheel going like...
It's a little stubs.
We should have like a camera just facing like the attic opening.
Ah, fuck, dude.
Because I think that's the only opening they could come through.
Dude.
Unless there's one in there.
Yeah, I was like there.
Imagine if like we have one of those set up and then like we would just see the door slightly go ajar, two little orbs of light like eyes.
Yeah.
And then like it would just light up and then seize the camera and it would just slowly close back up again.
Bro, I would fucking honestly no, that would terrify me. I don't give a fuck what height it is. I don't give a shit if it's small. Like fuck.
We're sealing that place up.
Oh yeah. Ain't nobody coming out that bitch anymore.
Sam's gonna come in and be like,
he's like, what the fuck did you do to my wall? And be like,
there's
I boarded that bitch up.
There's like 3 different shrines of different religion facing that door. And then there's like seals and shit on the door.
Okay. Have you seen what's that guy's name? He's like this black guy. He's like he makes funny videos and it's like it's him doing skits like of himself and I can't think of any
Just
specific ones.
like 5-6 different dudes.
no, yeah.
Okay, well at least I narrowed it down to 5-6 different dudes, right? What's one? Oh, where he like gets haunted and like he doesn't really like he like sees it, but he's just like goes to clean up like whatever and he ignores it.
No.
And he's
I
like,
think I showed you that guy for like one time.
Yeah,
And we
you
watched
showed-
like a string of his videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
think,
one where like the ghost underneath his bed grabs his ankle and just like and he just like
Make the fuck
struggles
up,
and
dude.
just fucking pulls his leg out. Like, man, what the fuck?
the ghost is like, get the fuck out or I'll kill you. He's like,
Oh fuck! He runs away and it comes out with a spray bottle.
yeah. Or he's like, I'm eating pancake corn dogs. Like this is my first meal of the day and it's 5 p.m. And he's like, oh shit. And then they like start like hanging out, just like talking or whatever. I think that would be like kind of me, but like I wouldn't be like terrified. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get every single like, you know, piece of religious whatever bullshit that could repel this dude, and I'm just gonna leave it there. And if that doesn't work, like I'm just gonna live with them, you know? That's it. Just invite them down for dinner every once in a while, and that's it. That's all I got.
If an actual haunting is to happen to me, right, which hasn't happened yet, but my default emotion for dealing with stress is anger. I would just be a really angry dude, right? There's like fucking
fuck, man.
if there's blood writing on the mirror, I would be scared, but I would also be like, God fucking damn it.
I gotta fucking
clean
clean
it
it
up,
up.
yeah.
You know how hard it is to scrub out blood?
And you know how hard it is to get rid of a fucking ghost? Fuck!
And you know how like hauntings have to start with small stuff, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's the small stuff that fucking grinds my gear, right? So eventually when one of those motherfuckers show up, I'm just gonna be like, so it's fucking you, god damn it.
Yeah, that's hella funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our place is haunted. Because last night, when I woke up like at 6, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I felt like
That's not
something like
night, but sure.
it's still
Let 'em have
dark.
it.
It was still dark at the time.
Just let him have it.
I didn't realize what time it was because it was still dark.
Okay.
Go.
I felt like something like laid down like right next to my head. I was like, oh, it's probably one of the cats.
Uh-huh.
Wait, no, it can't be. The door's closed.
Bruh.
Then I see like the door was like slightly open. I was like, oh, probably Bert opened it.
Uh-huh.
So then I turn around, nothing was there. None of the cats were there.
Bruh.
We're fucked.
No, did he know it was me from the top bunk trying to reach down and rape his little ass? But I thought he was awake and I
the
was
thing
like,
was, my back was like facing the wall.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I was like, oh, it's probably one of the cats.
Yeah.
Until I heard this morning Butter being the shell little baby right over our doorway.
Yeah.
I just hear,
Fuck.
"Ow!"
Yeah. Fuck.
I do think like having pets, it's like an extra alarm. this is gonna get a little dark, right? But if anyone is gonna get murked first, it's them.
You think so?
I think so. Remember that dog in like
The Conjuring, the first one?
No,
Is the first
well,
one or is
yeah,
it
the
the second
first one
one?
too, because that dog fucking died.
Yeah, I got fucking torn apart.
But also in the
Top half crucified.
Yeah.
in the paranormal activity ones, remember the family dog that got fucking
Oh,
shat off?
yeah.
I wasn't, so I don't remember that, but now I remember. Yeah. When it went down to the basement and got fucking shit
Oh
on.
yeah,
I really want to watch those movies again.
no,
I really want to watch those movies
No.
again. They're so good.
no.
They're so good.
I'm just saying no
First
because I know he wants
three
to watch
were
them.
good, and then
I mean, the rest of them
Well,
are kind of funny,
yeah,
but
it
they're
just
good. At
gets
the
funny.
same
It's
time.
not-
They're good in a different way.
Yeah, they're good in a different way, but I just like how they're all connected.
Mhm.
I like how
Yeah,
they're
that's
all
neat.
connected. There's like a chronological order to them and everything.
I
And,
do
like,
really like.
It's almost like it seems like nobody's related if you don't really pay attention to it.
yeah.
But once you actually pay attention, you're like, oh shit, everything's connected, you know?
Oh yeah.
So who wants to suck my cock?
I'm
Any
gonna look
takers?
through my notes right now.
No!
So I have a unreasonable hate for some of my coworkers.
Okay.
Define no reason.
Okay.
Like
There's a reason for everything.
I shouldn't hate them because of
Race.
well, they're all Asian, so I
Do we all have?
He's
No!
actually racist.
no. It's because they're doing the work too fast.
Are you hating because you're underperforming?
No.
What's happening? What is going on?
So
You
at
hate
my
them 'cause you
workplace,
suck.
we're not based on quota. So wherever we finish, that's it. Once we run out of work, we're fucked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to pad out the work so then we do have work to have.
So it's more hours and
Yeah.
more money, etc.
Like
then-
if you guys finish too early, then you guys don't get hours anymore. You guys don't get paid. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So then, but then we have people that go too fast. And I'm like, you guys gotta chill out.
Mhm, mhm.
We don't have that much work left. And then once we get like all those small orders, that's when I'm like, oh, we really don't have work right now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, anymore? No. Let's see.
I have a couple of notes I can.
I also have an unreasonable hate for public transit because every time I fucking go into transit, I always have one bad experience on it.
You go on
Back then.
Oh, okay.
I used to be a very big busboy because of it.
busboy.
I don't know how I feel about the word busboy. That sounds dirty. I don't know. That made me like.
You're a busboy at IHOP.
No, I am the busboy.
Yeah, he was the busboy.
I was a
You-
dirty little
Well,
man.
you were a waiter.
No, I was everything. I did
Oh.
everything else.
what about a busser? Is a busser better?
The bus-
Holy shit.
You guys are bussies.
Holy shit. By that logic, if he was a busboy or a pussy, you were a trainee or a tranny.
A tranny?
Yeah,
Or a
take the
tranussy?
tram. Yeah.
No one laughed at that.
Please keep going.
that bus would always get filled,
It's the
and I always
worst
want to sit with
episode.
my friends on the bus.
It's the worst episode we've ever
I'm sorry, Josh. What? I just keep shutting Jay down.
It's the worst episode we've ever done.
So
Oh my
on the
God.
school bus, whenever
Yeah.
the bus would get filled, I'm always the guy that has to sit on the floor
You sat
Oh,
on the
what?
floor.
because it got so filled up that there's no more seats, and it's the only bus that went to my house. So I was like, "Fuck it! If I want to sit with my friends, I'm sitting on the floor."
Oh, I see. So I see. Why would you sit on the floor?
Hmm?
Why would you sit on the floor? Why don't you make somebody else on the floor?
I don't know.
Seems like a real pussy behavior.
Yeah, it sounds like a real pussy move right there.
Then in college, I would take the metro bus to go to school.
Yeah.
There's a person that sat like at the top row, right behind me. They fucking threw up. They projectile threw up right behind me,
Man, what the
I
fuck?
was like,
Bruh.
and it was like one stoplight from the actual stop. I was like, I turned
Bruh.
around. I was like, really, man?
Oh, man.
That sucks.
And every time we took the metro,
Light rail?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
It always smells like piss. That's my issue with it.
Unfortunately, that's just going to be a thing you have to deal with sometimes on public transport, right?
That's fun.
Have been forced to take public transport a lot too when I was biking to school. I was just chilling, and then this guy went on to one of the seats that are those seats that are facing each other instead of facing forward on the train.
Yeah.
So he sat down on one of those seats, and he just started. He took out a fucking a bong and he just started fucking smoking, right?
Nice.
I was like, all right, cool. Like that's unfortunately not that surprising.
Did you join him?
No, unfortunately
Why
not.
not?
But I can tell you who did. We went a stop, and then the next stop after he was already sitting down and just fucking smoking it. There's this guy that went on and sat across from him, and then without making any eye contact or saying a word, the guy with the bong just started shotgunning the other guy, and he would just blow smoke across the fucking tram, and the other guy would just be like, and they just started shotgunning on the fucking train, and then like 2 stops later, the guy that was shotgunning and that's just joined him without saying a word just left.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a fun time. I don't know what
They
happened.
have a system.
Yeah, they had a system. They knew what they were doing. In hindsight, you should have just like. You should have like tried. You should have tried to like
Every so often.
intercept. Yeah.
Oh, this is what it's like.
Start moaning.
I think I was drinking like a takeout Coke. I should have just took the straw and drank his bong water. The ultimate disrespect.
That's when they just both look at you and they're like, "What the? You ruined it,
Bruh." I don't know why, but this reminded me of like there's this specific like bit of drama that I heard recently from our good old buddy old pal.
Oh no! What's the
Wait,
censor you want?
No, we can't. Yeah, no, we can't do that.
I sure hope he doesn't listen to this podcast.
Most definitely not.
All right, so what's up with
So he was telling me about this. Like he has these 2 friends, right?
Yeah.
They're a couple. Like he lives with her in her parents' house, right? And the guy like greened out and he like threw up all over himself. And, like she took care of him and everything. And like his barf was just like pure green. And I was like, what the fuck happened? But she recently like just full on blatantly cheated on him.
Oh fuck!
They live together, right? In her parents' house. It's separate rooms because her dad still lives there, right? It's her dad's house. And like her dad is very much like, you guys can't like live in the same like room or whatever, sleep in the same room. So he has a separate room, right? Because he's like traditional like that, but he's cool with like him living there.
That's weird.
But she cheated on him in that house, like in her own room while he was home. And I was just like,
what the fuck?
Man.
Like
Jesus
that's
Christ.
and
That's
she's
crazy.
Yeah, and the crazy part is that like all of her friends are kind of like, yeah, you're a bitch, we're dipping. All of his friends are like, yeah, you're a bitch, we're dipping. Like, and she's going to because apparently like it's like one of her closest friends.
Oh.
And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe all these people are like leaving. And me and Kennedy had to help him like write a text being like, hey, you fucked up. Like you can't be upset.
And he's still living there?
And he's still living there. I mean, he doesn't have any other place to go.
Yeah,
he's trying to figure it out. But I keep telling Nathan where I'm like, yo, you should just tell her dad. No, but I was just like, fuck, that sucks. Like, imagine living with that person, And she doesn't, I don't know how, but she doesn't see anything really wrong with it at all. And she's just...
If they had an open relationship, then...
that would have made
sense, but it doesn't sound like it
was. It wasn't, He's like a super sweet guy, too. Really nice guy. Did not deserve that whatsoever. So, yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know any of their names, so I'm not going to name drop. I probably wouldn't do it anyways, just because... Well, I don't know her name. Actually, no, I do know her name. Fuck you, Emily.
No.
You're a whore.
Do you know who also got fucked up based off the notes that they put in chat? Jay. Since he got touched.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let
by
me-
two different dudes.
He got
sorry.
touched and recorded by two different dudes.
I got really bummed out. Hold on, let me reset really quickly.
Yeah, no, that story is really like
No,
it
yeah.
fucking
That really
sucks.
fucked
It
me up.
fucking sucks.
In terms of mood.
Yeah. You're
Want
drinking
whiskey?
that as if that's like alcohol and that's going to help you whatsoever.
Want some whiskey,
You're
man?
like, oh my god, hey, you know?
No,
Fuck.
I'm
We
just
still have
thirsty.
press.
Huh?
There's still press.
Honestly, I could use
Oh,
a
yeah.
press right now.
Go for it.
Let me throw this trash away. I'll get back to how I got touched later. Let me just reset really
All right,
quickly
hold on.
and get a press.
Let me go into one of my notes. I don't think I've brought up a note at all.
I think.
Oh, okay. So I realized that I will never be anywhere near like the best Eric that has ever existed, you know? Because you have like, so most of these people are composers, right? You have Eric Barnum, you have Eric Whitaker, you have Eric Satie, you have Eric Bador, I think is pretty cool. Like a better Eric
Yeah,
than
that
me,
guy's pretty cool.
you know?
So you won't reach peak Eric.
I won't reach peak Eric because the other three are like Eric Satie, legendary composer. The other two, like pretty good, like contemporary composers. Like, I mean, I don't want to say that they're not legendary, but like they're amazing composers. Eric Bador, like he's a producer. He's a cool dude, you know?
Yeah, man.
I think if anyone in this house, right, wants to be the best version of whatever the fuck their name is, you are the worst choice out of everyone.
Yeah,
Because Eric is a very common name, my guy.
So if you were to go the other way and use my last name,
You can be the best Lino.
I think I'm the best Lino around.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I'm the best Lino. All right, hold on. Let me see. Top Linos. Top
Nino.
Top 10 Lino.
Top 10 Linos. Okay, top Linos. Panorama City, Linos North, Rochester Hills, Mississippi, Michigan.
But there is a better Josh out there.
Lino, best
During the Battle of the
Lino cut.
Joshes.
Oh,
Remember?
you're right. You're right.
Are
You
the
know what?
Detroit
You
Lions the
should
top
join
5
battle
team?
of the Joshes and win.
I was working.
Lino.
I was working at that time, so
Yeah, if you join the battle of the Joshes and you prove yourself the victor,
no,
I
that
think-
kid won. That kid won.
well, yeah, but there's gonna be more battle of the Joshes.
There hasn't been any other since then.
Just start one. Start finding people named Josh and beat the fuck out of them. Could only be one.
I know 3.
Okay, well, so you know what? I kind of take this back, right? So Lino is a material, and like a lot of
I
people
bet.
it's like a material that you use to like sculpt like stamps from. So technically, I don't know if I will ever top that material.
So you'll never be the best Eric or the best
Yeah, I
Lino.
don't think I'll be the
I
best.
think you should just
Eric or
focus
the
on
best
being
Lino.
the best Eric Lino. And then you can
Well,
forget
search
about
up if there's an
you
Eric
can
Lino
forget
out there.
about
now.
being the
So-
best Eric or the best Lino.
So the
just
only
focus
other
on
Eric
that.
Lino that I know is
You
this guy
know
in
another
Canada.
Eric Lino?
There's a guy in Canada who's named Eric Lino, and he's like a cross dresser. He like is a stripper.
There you go. Just be better than a stripper. That's all you gotta be, my guy.
He probably makes a lot more money than I do. He probably has free healthcare. He probably could smell.
No, my boy.
Yeesh.
I believe in you. I think you're better than a stripper.
When you first put that, I was like, oh, it's like they're Eric from Fuckface. Like that's what I thought. It was like your Eric position,
What?
like the mediator between the group.
I don't know if I
Between which
am
group?
I the mediator of the
But
group?
it's like in a group. I feel like every group should have an Eric.
Am I a mediator?
I don't.
What?
I don't-
Let's talk about our positions in this
Oh,
group of
fuck,
3,
here we
right?
go.
What do we think we bring
I
to
think we
the
need to
table?
discuss this. We haven't talked about this before.
We've never discussed our dynamic as friends. I think I'm
Yeah.
retarded, right? I
Well,
think I'm.
That's
I
not
bring
special. We're all retarded.
Yeah, I think we're all retarded.
Look, man,
I
I'm
think
just-
no one makes this
You
friend
can't
group.
steal the retarded title when we all have it.
I think that's a group trait.
It's a shared skill.
Yeah, it's-
Oh, it's a Rat Pack skill. So like, it gets
It
worse.
enhances itself.
we individually are retarded, but as we're together, if we get more retarded.
Very good, very good. I believe that. I believe that as well.
Mhm.
Okay. So we have the Rat Pack retard skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else? What else we got?
I don't know. What are we in terms of our dynamics?
I don't
Little
know
specs.
if we can categorize that easily.
Categorize.
Categorize. I don't know if we can categorize that easily because, like, our role sometimes changes once in a while.
Our what? Our roles?
Yeah, because like in terms of like the podcast, right? Everyone kind of does something once in a while, right? Sometimes someone would just fucking stop us and do like an Eric thing in the middle of the podcast. We're like, yo, this is too long. We need to do this thing or we need to do
I
that.
never do that.
Yeah,
I think
I guess
if it were up to me, it would be like an off-topic thing where we would go for 3 hours, and once we've like milked everything dry, that's when we end.
I think in terms of like us recording the podcast, I
Mhm.
think you push for content the most.
That's fair.
The content maker.
I'm the content guy. I'm the guy that brings the
Yeah, because
I'm the brings the milk.
We're milking you of all your content.
yeah, I guess he brings the milk. Fucking the podcast milk daddy.
I'm the titties of the podcast.
Can that be official, bro? The titty of the podcast. Holy shit.
All right, I'm the titties. Jay, you're the.
I feel like he's the brains. I feel like he brings up like the most
I feel like he's the
thought
arms.
provoking. The arms. You're saying that he's like the useful one.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm the asshole. I shout the most shit.
You could be the ass cheeks.
Ass cheeks.
You're like the audience of like the funny shit. Like you have like you're the clapping. So like you know
It's the cheeks because of the
he's the fat cheeks.
That's so funny. Well, he's not using his hands. He's not using his hands.
He's not using his hands.
Bro, we're a whole ass fucking bad bitch, man. We got the tits, we got the ass, and we got the brain. That's insane.
Well, okay, wait. You want to be the face?
Can you do you want
Okay,
this face
so-
to be? Do you want my face to be the top
Wait,
of
why
this
don't you be the
podcast?
nose job? Yeah.
So Jane's the head. You would be the torso.
I'm the head.
Yeah, Eric's the torso.
Wait, no, that's good because I'm the head.
Yeah.
because all two of us can be fucked.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah, you're the head skin. Yeah.
Head skin.
Head skin. Yeah, you can just be the head. The head skin's kind of weird.
If we're separating the body into 3 parts, Jane's the head, you're the torso,
my
and I'm the just like the bottom part.
The cheese.
Yeah,
The whole body.
yeah. He's the head. I'm the torso. You're the legs. Yeah, legs including the ass.
What the fuck just happened? What just happened?
We
We
didn't
just
really
dis-
explain the dynamics.
Yeah,
we just
no,
say what
we
we are.
explained exactly what we do.
You're right. We did absolutely. If no one understood this podcast, wait, hold on.
If you can't understand this part of the podcast, this isn't for you.
This isn't where you should be. You should be at another
20
podcast.
episodes in, this isn't your podcast.
You know
You
how
should be
I just-
listening to like the Joe Rogan podcast. Just go
You know
there.
how every week we have a description that says like each of us did something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
this week it's just gonna be Eric is the tits.
Eric's the tits, Josh is his
Is the ass cheeks and Jay's the head. It's not even like he's the brains. He's just the head.
I'm just the head. Holy shit! What the
Tits is so fucking funny.
It's the tits of the podcast.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck, dude.
Oh, that's really good. That's really funny.
Hey,
Oh,
listen,
go ahead, go ahead.
I don't have tits or ass, right? But I did get filmed that other day. I'm trying to make a segue.
Oh, right. You're trying to go back to the. Okay, yeah,
Holy fuck. Okay,
Someone had
so
to do it.
it was a very confusing day for me, right? 'Cause
Okay.
two things
Can I
happened
imagine?
during that day. One of them made me really happy. One of the other
Getting
things
touched?
made me. We'll get to that.
Jane's like, oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah.
New world.
Oh, new world.
Guys like doing the finger things across his shoulder. Getting to the other side.
He's like, hey, big boy.
Boom, across up the arms, across the shoulder.
Shroomp. Oh.
Don't you dare close your eyes.
Oh
Oh yeah, touch my shoulder, bro.
I'm not gonna close them. Don't worry.
Oh, that's fucking good.
All right,
Okay. So
continue.
you got touched and you got recorded and you got Aladdin, right?
You got very happy.
Yeah,
during one of
I
them.
got very
Yeah,
happy.
yeah,
doing
you got
one of
really-
them.
you
I'll
got
let
really
I'll
on
let you
it.
guess who. So
The voyeurism.
The what?
Voyeurism.
The fuck does
I-
that mean?
I-
That's a big word, hold on.
clearly.
Voyeurism. What is
Oh
that?
my God.
It's like the fetish of being recorded.
Is that? I thought that was like exhibitionism.
No, that's
that's
being
just looking at the
outside.
bucket.
It's just being outside.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, voyeurism is
It's like-
more like okay. Here's
like
my
stalking,
here's
sort of,
me
I
fulfilling
think.
the brain of the podcast. I'm not sure if our head should be in this place, but like voyeurism is specifically the fetish of someone watching another person doing sexual acts or like just be naked
so
in general.
almost like a cuck.
No, they're
Like
not in the room.
like peeping tom.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. That's voyeurism. It's also
okay.
it's often from like the perspective of the person that's like watching.
This could be like a guy from a mountaintop with like a telescope looking down.
What? What the fuck? Wait. Okay. This is kind of a stupid question, right?
No.
Could you use a microscope long range, or would you just not see anything?
No, you just wouldn't.
You just wouldn't see anything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Wait, you think if you look at the other end of the microscope, you would get like enlarged infinitely because like one is one
guess
is
that'd be kinda
shrinking
cool.
down, right? So you just split the microscope, right?
Voyeurism. I'm sure I did not spell that right.
There
Oh,
oh
you
my
go.
God, he's looking it up. Holy shit. So what happened was that I chose to do my homework last minute. So instead of doing my oil painting homework while I'm at home, I chose to do it at school. And I found a really nice place. It was so you know Long Beach Upper Campus, right?
Yes.
So in the middle of like that wide open space, in the middle of like a really nice lawn, on a really nice day, right? There was just a table underneath like a tree, and I just started oil painting there, trying to fucking frantically finish my homework. And I was just painting, and this guy came up to me with a camera, and he was like, "Hey man, I just really like this vibe that you have going. Is it cool if I record you for a little bit?"
It's like those
Oh,
YouTube.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and I
Things.
was like, damn, that's a straight up ego boosting thing. I'm like, damn, I never got this before. This is great.
Okay. Yeah.
It reminded me of that one time where my mom was in Little Tokyo for some sort of like a business meeting, and she was just holding an umbrella because she's Asian as fuck and she doesn't like UV rays, right?
Yeah.
And then like someone just came up to her and she's like, "Hey, I really like the way that you're holding an umbrella. Can I take a couple of pictures
Of your
you?"
mom?
Of my stepmom. And so after that, she got such a fat head. She bragged about that thing for like 2-3 weeks afterwards, saying
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you got a picture taken in Little Tokyo,
Yeah.
whatever." And I was like, "Man, shut the fuck up, right?"
Man, shut the bitch ass up. And now like you experienced it,
now
you're
that
like,
I'm like, "No, I get it. Like, damn, this is legit a good time, you know?"
That's hella funny. Yeah.
Shortly after that, I finished with my work and I had a little bit of time, so I went to a place to relax where there was like a couch and there's some place to charge my phone, and I was
Yeah.
just sitting at like almost like a bar table, and I was sitting on my chair and I was on my phone doing whatever. This fat ass motherfucker, heavy breathing dude, just walk up right next to me, sits down in the seat next to me, and I was like, "Oh, cool, he's just doing whatever, right?" There's like 4 seats. He's choose to sit right next to me without like sitting in any of that. Yeah, you know, like that bathroom etiquette, like that urinal etiquette thing.
Yeah.
Like, he just ran right next to me. I was like, okay, a little weird, but whatever. I'm not bothering him. It's not bothering me. And then he reaches over to plug something in for his laptop, and he just straight up, like his whole arm from his wrist all the way to his elbow was just in direct contact with my elbow, and he went. And then he plugged it in. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Right? And then I gave him a look. I'm like, "What the hell?" And then I saw him, and he was like, I'm like, "Oh, he's like, he's like,
Oh fuck.
So now I feel bad because I don't want to just fucking walk away and leave like
No,
I'm disgusted
fucking do
by
it.
him because like just because he's retarded, right? Because I'm like,
Right.
man, I don't want to do that to him. Like, I don't want to make him feel like he's discriminated against. Like, I just want him to do
What
whatever.
he is.
Like, yeah,
Remind him.
Yeah, I don't want him to like whatever. As long as he doesn't talk to me or bother me, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll
I like
deal
your
with it, right?
I like your vibe.
Can I sit next to you?
Can I sit on you? Oh, can you stick one of your paintbrushes in me? Please.
So if that were to happen, I would have been more comfortable because at least he
I'm
asked.
sorry. With what?
It would have given him an ego boost, man.
Because at least he would have asked.
Right.
For the next 5-10 minutes, he just kept touching me in like ways that I cannot really say no to. Okay, so I realized that sounded bad the moment it left my mouth. But
what?
Are you confessing to a crime that has occurred?
Did you get molested, my guy?
Did Brother Anthony come to you?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
But he kept like quote unquote accidentally like brushing up against me. Like every one of his action is not directed at touching me. It's just that he just doesn't have a sense of personal space, and he's a large ass dude.
So are you like next to a wall, and then is him next to you?
I'm facing a wall. It's like a bar table, right? It's like a wall and then a table right in front of me, and I'm sitting on like a little stool, and he's like right next to me. But because it's so close together, and he's such a large fucking dude, every time he would do something with his elbow, he would just touch elbow with me. And every time he would move his fucking knees, he would touch my knee. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I kept like shrinking away to give him more space, but he just have more and more drastic movement in the middle of like the 10-15 minutes. At some point, I didn't know how retarded he was, but at some point, he stood up and he was like, and he started doing that, like right fucking next to me, and I was like, man, what the fuck? I was just sitting here like,
yeah.
After the second or third time he touches you, I would have just straight up left.
I would have just got up.
Like
and
the first time,
moved.
okay, it's probably an accident, but like second, third time, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Well, eventually, what happened was that after like
set up AA turrets.
Huh?
Set up AA turrets.
Should have pepper sprayed him. Beat his ass.
Yeah.
Eventually, he just left. After that, my day just kind of balances out, right? I had an ego boost afterward, and then I kind of just went, man, what the hell, man? And then right afterward, it just became like a normal day.
Bruh. Fuck. That's hella funny.
Yeah, dude. That's what happened.
That's good. That's a good time.
Rough fucking time. Have any of you guys gotten touched before?
At Disneyland, they have this thing.
Oh no,
where...
you got touched at Disneyland.
Was this with me and you?
What is it? Sorry?
Was this with me and you or
No. This was like high
back
school.
then?
Oh.
What is it called? Oh, they have the candlelight processional. Are you guys like familiar with the candlelight processional? No. At Disneyland? No. Okay, well, so at Disneyland, they have this thing called the candlelight processional where it takes a bunch of like musicians and stuff, and it's really meant to have it's like this thing where people gather and like they sit down and they listen to a celebrity of some sort that has like a nice voice.
Okay.
Read what is it, like a Christmas tale or a Christmas story?
That just sounds like a book reading.
It pretty much is, right?
But they sing.
But what?
But you guys sing, right?
But yeah, but there was people singing, there was a choir singing and an orchestra or like a band. I can't remember.
That sounds neat.
It was a good time. And it's something that, people would compete to be in. Doesn't really matter. But like we were able to go in there. And we had a couple rehearsals like, a couple weeks beforehand. Like spread out, like not like, all in one day, a couple weeks beforehand. Doesn't matter. But during those rehearsals, they would tell us, hey, make sure that you're not standing completely straight. You have to make sure that you're bending at the knees. You're going to be there for hours. You're going to stand there for hours and you can't sit down, So make sure that you're bending your knees. Make sure that you're, kind of like doing like a couple little like
made you guys like sit or like kneel or something. Like what?
I don't know. Well, I guess it wouldn't have looked as nice, or I don't know what the deal was. So we did the processional. We sang while we walked and held like candles and stuff. And we got to the stage. We were chilling. We did our singing. It was Chris Hemsworth who was reading the Christmas story or whatever.
Nice.
Okay.
It was a good time. He's hot. And
was he actually there?
Sorry?
Was he in person actually there?
Yeah, he was actually there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was a good time.
You met an Avenger.
I mean, I didn't meet him. I never actually like talked to him.
You were in the same room as an Avenger.
It wasn't in a room. It was outside. But I was like,
You're in the vicinity of an Avenger.
I was within.
He was sitting in a box underneath the Avenger.
I was maybe 500 feet. Sorry, I meant to say 150 feet. I was 150 feet to the right of an Avenger.
Nice.
Let's say that. But there was this guy that was in front of me where, you know, he was kind of like swaying a bit. And I was like, oh no. Are you good? And we were singing, we were doing our thing. And they said, hey, if somebody passes out, leave them there. Don't try to pick them up. Don't try to like help them in any way. If they pass out, they fall. Somebody's gonna come and get them.
This land, the happiest place on earth.
Yeah. And so what ended up happening, where I was like watching this dude, he was like, and I was like, no.
No. Wait.
Yeah, and then I was like, wait. And he fucking dropped like right on top of me. And I was like, oh god. And like I kind of like had to try to like let him fall as gracefully as possible
to the ground.
Not actually trying to like pick him up.
Wait,
or
how
keep him
close
up.
are you guys to like lined up next to like in front of
Like
each other?
that he was right on top of me. We were so close. Very, very
you know what
close.
you should have done? You should have just let the momentum carry and domino behind you.
Well, I was either in the second to last row or I was in the last row. I think I was in the last row.
One collateral.
No, you should.
Yeah.
He should have done one of those domino things. You know how
Where I
like when
push
a
him
domino
forward
turns,
instead?
just like start falling sideways.
Oh man,
Just knock out the whole entire choir.
How many people passed out during then?
I think it was just him.
Weakling.
Yeah, I was like the one person that passes out and is right in front of me. And I mean, I feel bad for the guy. I'm like, oh shit, I need to help him. And I'm like, oh fuck, but they told me not to do it, so I kind of just let him fall. But like, I like grabbed him. It was
just
like
helplessly wait until it slides off of you as his head bounces like lifelessly against the bleachers.
It was pretty much like that. He didn't hit the bleachers, but I had to like let him just slide off of me. And he was sweaty as fuck, my guy. He was so sweaty.
Oh, he passed out. No wonder.
Yeah, and so
fucking
fucking
dehydrated as fuck.
probably 100%.
Did
And he was
have,
just
like,
laying
beaming
there.
lights on you the whole time?
No, not really. We were kind of just off to the side. It
So
was
he's
kind
just
of like
weak.
he's just weak. And so
Honestly, that has to be illegal on so many levels. Like he could probably sue Disney if he wanted.
but it's not like they didn't warn him, you know?
Well,
They told us
just
to-
warning you doesn't mean anything. Like, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure plenty of slaves picking cottons back in the day got warned before they went on the
I
field.
don't think they did.
Do you guys have
They
water
did.
with you?
I think they asked us to drink water before like they were telling us, hey, drink water, stretch, make sure that you're bending at the knees, make sure if you have to sway a little bit, sway just to like keep like the blood flowing to like your legs and stuff, and like do what you got to do, and if someone who falls, let them fall. Don't try to like whatever, because I think it was mainly like an aesthetic thing.
So it feels like a legal thing too. Like you could get in trouble for it.
Fuck, dude.
Like,
Yeah.
for, like even touching them at all.
Yeah, so this guy just fell, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah,
And
imagine his
one of,
head
like, the-
actually bounced against the bleacher and then he got a concussion. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a suable offense right there.
100%.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't really know what happened. I think he was also kind of like retarded too. I think I
Man, a
remember
lot of
him
retarded
being
people this episode.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
entire session actually. Lots
Yeah.
of retarded people.
yeah, I think he was a little bit on the DTD side. Yes.
My mom used to use that to explain those type of people.
I remember that.
She's like,
I
oh, look at that TTD over there.
It was funny because I learned that word when I was like in middle school, and so it was a bunch of fucking cholos being like, "Get the fuck out of here, DTD!" Like, fuck you. Like, you're fucking DTD, fool! Like, get out of here. It was always paired with like,
shit.
"Get the fuck out of here, DTD! No one fucking likes you." I always like the people saying like, "Fuck you! Nobody fucking likes you. Get out of here."
I love using like alternate words instead of like the actual word.
What do you
Like
mean?
instead of like saying underwear, some people say undies.
Oh, undies or Johnnies or
yeah, your
oh
chonies.
man, oh that was a time. I fucking loved DTD. That was a good time.
TTD is a good one too.
Like I said, I just always thought it was hella funny that it was a bunch of cholos like fucking be like, "Fuck you, DTD, get the fuck out of here." Bro, you're a fucking DTD, man. But yeah, guy was retarded. Like one of the staff came and she was like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he was like, I don't really know if he was saying, because the thing we were singing at the same time. Like this was like in the middle
while
of
he
us.
was singing, he passed out.
Yeah, while we were singing, we were like he
shit.
passed out, and I was like, "Oh, shit!" You know? Oh man, so I couldn't really hear like what he like if he said anything, and they
Were
like
you guys
brought water
being
to
recorded?
him. Let me see if I can find the guy fainting. I've actually never tried to look this up before. I didn't never thought about like them
Actually recording
it. Yeah, I was like, I don't
it
know.
It sounds like something that they would record.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I'm really
You
excited.
should tell your parents about this.
I'm really excited to
parents wouldn't
see
really care,
all
I mean.
4 pixels of a dude fainting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm like a pixel. If I don't think I'm in the frame. Like I would be somewhere over here. I was in like the top. Like if you're looking.
they're zooming in.
Nah, that's the opposite corner. Fuck. Yeah, he's hot. See.
If you can have a celebrity speak at like one of your birthday or some sort of event for you, right?
Waiting for someone to drop.
It's a Christmas.
What were you guys wearing?
Go dies.
We're wearing like white robes. We look
Yeah,
like
they look
human
like
candles.
They look like little fucking KKK members.
Yeah, just without the hoods.
Yeah,
The
just
cool
about-
hoods. Just the hoods.
Wasn't Django where they're like, damn, these hoods suck.
For a second when they zoomed in right there, I thought that was like they zoomed in on him.
Oh, that's
You know
great.
what they might have done
You
is
might cut it out.
they
might have
might
cut out
have
the part
zoomed
where he
in
passed
to
out.
avoid showing the guy
Passing out.
Passing out, yeah.
No.
I think I'm that guy right there. I
Oh,
think
no,
I'm
he's
that
got
little
it. He's
pixel
got
right
it.
there. I think I found me. Okay, watch this. Hold
Oh no.
on. I'm just
There you go.
Okay. So from the right over here, I'm the third one. And then the guy that looks
the
like
top?
he's got the third guy going from the right, and then the guy that's got curly hair is the one that fainted. And the third one.
I guess I can see the resemblance.
Well,
I'm pretty
that was when I was
familiar,
much skinnier, and
yeah, no.
this is skinny me with
No,
short hair.
I got pretty familiar with the shape of his hair because I had to cut it out and paint him bald that one time. But a little bit on that later. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Surprise tool meant for later.
Just for a second, the beginning of that sounded like the fucking Soviet. Oh no,
Go ahead.
it sounded like the beginning of the Soviet Union anthem.
You're drinking like a drunk Russian, man.
You are drinking as if like that's like the last bottle of whiskey you'll ever drink in your entire life, and you're trying to forget the death of your family. That's what he looks like.
I'm just trying to forget about this episode of the podcast.
What do you mean? It
You
was
got
a good
some nice
episode.
lighting going on.
I
with you
figured
right
out that
now.
I was the tits of the podcast. We still didn't talk about the dynamics, but it's fine. I'll take that. I'll take what I can get.
Tits.
Yeah.
We can do one more short one.
What
Okay, all right.
what else do you got, my guy?
Oh, you know, like the really spiky shits that you take that like kind of scratch your asshole
Yeah.
when they come out. So I was thinking about like if you ate enough corn,
Oh man! All right.
would
Yeah.
that like feel like a dildo like coming out of you?
I don't
Like,
think so,
would
man.
That have
No.
like the same kind of like sensation.
don't think so.
Ooh, are you fucking trying to add texture to your shit for self pleasure?
So
Is that what's
I
happening?
was having these thoughts right where I was like, huh.
Uh-huh.
Do you
Because
have
I-
pleasure when taking shit, man?
Well,
I mean, taking a
Is it
good
hitting your
shit is a good
prostate?
time.
Like
Yeah, I mean,
relieving. I don't know if I have like
it's a good time.
pleasure.
How about like I think a
Ding,
nice
ding,
shit
ding,
is
ding, ding.
pleasant. I'm not sure if like it brings any sort of sexual like
Yeah, I
satisfaction.
can't think of that.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't. Yeah, I
Have you
don't ever
came
have
out
that.
shitting?
Yeah.
I'm glad we're going back to our roots, guys.
But yeah, so I started thinking about
Hands-free
that.
orgasm.
I was thinking about that. I was like, that would probably feel kind of nice. And I was like, wait, that's gay. Because it was like, you know how when you ask people like what anus feels like, they're like, oh yeah, it's like shitting backwards. And I'm like, wait, no, that's just that's just shitting, but like
that doesn't describe it.
yeah, it's like that doesn't describe it, but it's like that's like shitting. You know what I mean? And it was just a weird thought. I was like, wait, that's gay. That's just gay.
Something up your ass.
Well, no, just like wanting like
Pleasure from your
like you want like the pleasure of something that would give you pleasure, like a ribbed dildo or something, or a dick. But instead of like going into you, it's just coming out of you. It's like the same motion, but like not really. You know?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I just had a moment where I was like, wait, no, that's just gay. So I just want someone to fuck my ass.
Sounds gay. I'm in.
Sounds gay. I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
All right, just taking away this taking away the fact that it's gay, right? Here's where our head of the podcast is going, right?
Yeah.
If we want this to work, corn might not be the best thing. Maybe you should swallow some sort of like indigestible beads, right? In that case, it would actually be
it's like
bedded,
anal
right?
beads,
and then like you'll be good. That's how it goes.
I think I would die before I could actually feel any kind of pleasure.
No. I'm not talking about whole ass beads, just swallowing them. I'm talking about like little beads that just add texture to your shit.
Like the necklaces.
Oh, little fucking
little necklace
okay.
beads.
All right.
There you go. Easy money.
I don't think you should do it. It's a choking hazard.
Your mom's a choking hazard.
Yeah, man.
That was good.
This is the tits of the podcast right here.
There's a prime milk of the content right there.
Can we talk about like?
No.
This is gonna go into something different, right? It's kind of different.
Yep.
But have you guys ever had like rivals?
In terms
anything,
of what?
doesn't really like in
I
anything.
had a couple of rivals. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, describe some rivals to me.
So I used to be always just the kid that runs the fastest mile
Okay.
in my class. And then for a while, there's this really skinny looking Salvadorian kid that's like 2 heads taller than I am, right? And we used to run pretty similar times. So my fastest time when I was in high school, which is not fast at all by like any sort of professional standard, but was 6 minutes and 35 seconds, right? Which was a respectable rate of like whatever. But I have short legs. I'm like a regular dude with slightly below average length of legs, right? So my only like thing going for me in terms of me running a fast mile is that I can take the pain. So while other people are just fucking dying, I would just push myself to keep going at the same rate. And at the end of a mile, like I'm no less like fucking fucked up than anybody else. I'm fucked after that. And for a while, the Salvadorian kid who had like bigger stride, longer leg, and like probably less body weight than I am, right? He was kind of like unfit. So for a while, we were rivals. Like I would get. That's actually around the time where I got my best time because I have someone pushing me, right? I had like a 7-11. I had like a 7-11 mile time, and then he got like a 7 minute flat. And then the next time we went, I beat him, and I had like a 6 40 something, and then he had like a 7:02. Yeah, and like we just went back and forth. Until that motherfucker thought that running was really fun and he joined the track and field team, and then he just fucking like flew by me the next time. And I ran like a not bad mile at all at that time too. I had like a 6:37 or something. He was really close to my really good time. Yeah. And that motherfucker went like a 6:15. Like he went a full goddamn half a lap before me. And at that point I was like, well, fuck, there we go. Yeah. And that's when I lost it. Yeah.
I kind of forgot about I had a rival exactly like that too.
Oh yeah.
But like we were like very, very athletic. Like I was in soccer teams. He was in the football team, and he tried to do soccer, but didn't really like work as well. Yeah. But we were like rivals in the sense where like we both had like strengths and weaknesses and stuff, and we had like mile times too. And I'm not saying the times to like be like, oh, I have a faster mile, whatever. But like he had like a 5-minute mile, and I had like a 5:15-minute mile. So like I was always like just behind him, but then we used to do this thing where like we had like a big ass field. I don't know like the size of it. Like it was just like a fat fucking square, you know? But we would either do a mile or we would do this thing where they would just have us run or walk around the whole thing just as many times as you can, whatever. Yeah. Like I think you were supposed to get like 4 times before whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't remember how many times like I would like run that whole field or whatever, but he had the faster mile, but I had the endurance, and so I would like double his laps. Like it was me and him, you know, and we were always, it was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking beat you this time. It was unspoken because we weren't really friends.
Okay,
really, we weren't really friends at all.
It was just that one fucking guy on the track. We were like, you motherfucker. Right?
Yeah, well, it's not like we weren't friends. Like we didn't like each other. It's just that we didn't have like the same circles, you know.
Right.
But it was like a mutual respect, as in like you're fast. All right, I'm gonna beat your time. Okay, I'm gonna beat your laps. You know what I mean? So it was always that where I was always trying to beat his time, and he was just a little bit faster than I was, but my pace was better in terms of, or like my endurance was better, that I almost, like I said, doubled his laps.
You also have to consider the fact that like you used to run to school like a whole ass like hour or something, just running every goddamn day, right? Like the difference in like exercise.
Thing also, not to interrupt you, where like I didn't know how to ride a bike for the longest time. I didn't have a scooter, and all my friends had bikes and scooters and everything, and I was running with them the entire time. Like I was keeping up with them. You know, wasn't necessarily the fastest. They weren't trying to like, you know, huff down or like hills or whatever. But like the entire time I was running with them, I was like keeping up with them. You know. So like the endurance made sense, but I wasn't like the fastest. You know. I mean, I was fast, but not the fastest. You know. Yeah. I kind of forgot that there was a PE teacher like around that, like with that one guy who, like I would run with, or I would like was like my running rival or whatever. He would like ask me to like join like cross country or whatever, and like I would remember that he would specifically go to me and him like separately because he knew that we weren't really like close or anything. He's like, hey, you should beat Lino in this, or like, and then he would come to me, he'd be like, oh, you should beat in this, you know, because that was the kid's name. It doesn't really matter. Like no one's gonna know.
Fuck, all right.
But he's like, yeah, you should beat his time today. Like you got this. Like, you know,
I think his censorship would be like a hike.
Hey, hike. You know? Yeah,
just a sound of underage minor having concussions.
What? What? What does that even sound like?
It's a bunch of helmets crashing against each other. Jesus.
And just like your guys' rivalry ended in high school, the podcast should end.
Yeah, you're right. Just like how
yeah.
those fucking miners got concussion.
Thank you all for listening to episode 20 of the podcast.
Yeah.
Follow us on every social. Oh no, I don't care. Pornhub,
Wow.
YouTube,
Wow. Holy shit.
Spotify, Apple. I guess there's no Google Podcast anymore.
Yeah, you can follow us anywhere on social media for Chucklefux Pod.
Yeah, Chucklefux Pod, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, YouTube. I mean, we're not active on really anything except YouTube.
Well, don't say that. Now they're going to find out.
Well, that's why they're going to go. That's why they're going to go see how inactive we are. And see how...
Ah, yes. I would like to go to this place that people say has nothing in it. That's right. I would love to follow an account with absolutely no content. That's right.
It was sarcasm. We have so little content, but we have so much. It's so filled with content.
So many pictures on there.
Go.
And if you don't find anything after...
It's the new alphabet.
That's right. Hey, listen. If you don't find anything after following those, I can tell you where all that content is. On Patreon.
Yeah. And on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And on our Discord.
And on our Reddit.
Yeah.
Go find all that content.
Yeah, go see, find, search for.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yes. Good.